We're kind of at the tipping point as an industry. We're not going to go down without a fight. I believe the Philippine furniture industry has been stagnant for some time. Has a lot of opportunity, yet we've oftentimes missed on these opportunities because of the current US-China trade war. Many factories in China were looking to relocate elsewhere. It's very difficult for them to not just to come in. Of course, the registration process is rather long, but in terms of the logistics of all the raw materials that have to come in and go back out, it's too difficult now. The costs are high, and they foresee problems in terms of the infrastructure. So unfortunately, despite the Philippines sana being in a ripe place to take advantage of FDIs that are leaving China and sana relocate in the Philippines, we're missing out on that opportunity. With the trade wars, we should be reaping this opportunity, but we're not. There's just not too many of us left. Why would you want to open a factory when you have to deal with labor and the red tape and the corruption and problems in the port area? So, unless there are changes externally, then parang internally to the industry, parang baka walang magbago. So we're kind of at the tipping point as an industry, and the buyers are looking at the Philippines and saying, there's some good guys there, but is there enough? Is it worth our trip? Philippine factories basically need to improve in terms of their investments in new capital equipment. We really need to up our technology, so even if our costs are high, if we can be more productive, more efficient, then kung may dumating na buyer, at least may pag-asa tayong lumaban. Our heyday, we had 300 exporters. In our last show in March, international show, we had barely 50 companies. So 250 companies have either opted not to show in the Philippines because very few buyers come, or have gone out of business, or are in such a bad shape. It's our 50th year this year. Designs Ligna celebrating our 50th year, having started in 1969. So naturally, our employees were looking forward to big celebrations, and we had to tone all of that down because exports slowed down. With a couple of million pesos, I moved into this facility, and we've been actually just leasing since the early 2000s. So we had over half a hectare of space, 5,500 square meters. But one of my largest buyers in the US suddenly slowed down in terms of their business. So as a result, our business has slowed down significantly as well. And to be able to keep paying the bills, we had to scale down. So from 5,500 square meters, we've given up 1,500 square meters of space. And as an industry, we're going to, of course, continue fighting. We're not going to go down without a fight.